Do you then think that like entrepreneurs and small businesses have a bigger chance to win now than ever? Because
100%.
yeah.
It's happening. This is not me predicting. The fuck do you think has happened in the last 10 years?
I'm here to host a conference in Oslo called the Oslo Business Forum. It's gonna be around 1,000 people any minute now going into the stage, and right now I'm mentally preparing me for giving them a great first impression of the conference. When you are in charge of hosting someone else's conference, it's a real mind job because you want to make those guys who hire you really proud of both their conference and also for choosing you to represent them. So for me, it's a big deal. I go deeper into this actually than I do on most of my talks because I care so much for the people who turn the conference actually being happy about it. Hosting your own conferences are a bit more chaos. Just look around, you hear thousands of goodie bags, preparing, doing all those kind of things. But just hosting it, you don't have that mental pressure, but mostly just the pressure of getting people to enjoy themselves, creating a good flow through the whole day. So that will be kind of the biggest difference, I would say.
What's kind of the 3 things you do right before preparing?
3 things. Well, I meditate because I just want to really stay grounded and present. I pump myself up, so I do a lot of exercises just to get the flow flowing. And then I just focus really deep on my notes. And it's not very kind of, I try not to write a script around my notes, but I try to just have enough that will trigger something so I remember what I'm supposed to say and why I'm supposed to say it. Also, interviewing Gary Vaynerchuk on stage is going to be huge.
Yeah.
I'm a big Gary Vaynerchuk fan, so being able to interview him and interact with him and really showing the Norwegian audience, there's not a lot of business leaders who don't know who he is in the stage.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be cool to experience that.
How do you feel, man? You're halfway there.
I feel exhausted and excited at the same time. It's kind of a weird feeling, but it's so much fun. Getting a little bit tired, so Red Bull and food.
And has everything gone as planned?
Well, we had a lot of technical hiccups, but nothing that the team didn't handle, so it went very well. So all in all, very happy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been great. Lots of fun.
Got any feedback so far?
Yeah, I got a lot of good feedback from everything from the speakers to just the crowd. So the feedback's been really good, and the speakers are kicking ass on stage, and the whole team are just doing a phenomenal job. So I'm really impressed.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Okay, so I think Thomas.
To 9 p.m. tonight. That's great.
Jeg kommer til å ta introen på engelsk, sånn at han føler seg velkommen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for one hell of an experience. Next out is Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary is one of the most sought after public speakers in the world, and a big inspiration to me and tens of thousands of other entrepreneurs out there. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Gary back in 2009, and to be honest, I expected to meet kind of an asshole. Because nobody could be that positive and that inspiring all the time, I thought. I thought he was just an American doing his American thing. But and to actually get to talk to him, I was blown away because he's truly a very present and passionate guy that inspires so many people. He truly cares about his team, his clients, and his audience in a way that very few other people in his position does. He's here to leave an impact and a legacy. That is what makes him truly special, and that is what makes me so excited to welcome him to the stage to share his perspective with you today. Let's give a big applause for Gary Vaynerchuk!
the fact that technology in 2018 and 19 is moving us as humans to act more like people from the 1930s to 60s and consume more radio, because we have it on us, because we are subconsciously trying to find more time, because time is emerging as an asset because we're getting pounded with information, because we are starting to get trained. We grossly underestimate the brain and human beings. We're starting to get trained to listen to the podcast and do something else. And so I am betting on voice, both podcast and Alexa skills and Google Home.
Okay, we're gonna set up the chairs first now.
Okay.
But I just want to start.
Please.
So first of all, welcome back to Oslo.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Great.
Yeah?
Great. Thank you so much, guys, for the energy. Really appreciate it.
Do you then think that like entrepreneurs and small businesses have a bigger chance to win now than ever? Because
100%.
yeah.
It's happening. This is not me predicting. The fuck do you think has happened in the last 10 years? This is the greatest era because money, if you're let's say you want to start a toothpaste brand. You're passionate about toothpaste. You want to make more all-natural toothpaste and you want to sell it. You can now sell that direct to consumer at scale at a level we've never seen before. But if you wanted to start that 25 years ago, the amount of money you had to pay Tesco or Sainsbury or Walmart just for trade dollars, distribution, driving, like, of course. And then if you actually run Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook influencer ads instead of billboards or print or direct mail, I mean, absolutely. This is an incredible time to act like an entrepreneur, whether you're an entrepreneur or a corporation.
And when we tweeted out that you're going to visit us today, I got a lot of questions about Vaynermedia in Europe and in the Nordics. Can you maybe share a little bit about your plans there?
Look, we have ambition to service the globe in a 40-year macro. And so, obviously a lot of people in the Nordics saw what we did with Arctic Startup and we have 10 teammates coming to Helsinki in January. Like, we're looking at this part of the world very feverishly. I'm a very big fan of the time I've spent in the Nordics. And I'll be, look, I think a lot of you do watch my content. I don't go to every place and be like, I like you. I do like this. There's a really, it's interesting, right? So I'm funny with Europe because I disrespect it. Because even though I was born in Belarus and born in Eastern Europe, I'm a work ethic guy, and I'm very empathetic to work-life balance and quality of life. I don't judge anybody's opinion, but in business, I do think work ethic is super hardcore important, and I think certain parts of the world have it too extreme and work too hard, and I think New York is one of them. I really do. Even though I work harder than them, I can take back a step subjectively and go, that's a lot, right? And then there's other parts of the world that don't work at all, like Greece and shit, right? And I'm like, you're fucking losers, right? And so, but it's been interesting, and I've been to the Nordics maybe 12, 13 times. I think there's an interesting cadence here. I think there's interesting brands here. I think there's interesting businesses here, and we have real ambitions. Obviously, for people that follow me the most, they saw that I kind of ran my mouth and said we'll be in Singapore in 2018 with Vaynermedia, which I would say is 95% accurate. So we're looking at Southeast Asia very aggressively right now. But over the next 20 years, the Vayner brand will have a flag in every sector, right? South America and Africa, we will be everywhere. And so we will be here.
Cool.
Timing, I don't know.
Cool.
Just finished the conference. A lot of fun. Tired but excited. Great interview with Gary. Now we're going to dinner and have some fun, and then a meetup. So we're here waiting for Gary. They asked us to have a little meetup, so we gathered a bunch of great people, amazing, inspiring people here, and now we're just missing Gary to have some fun, socialize. The day's been great, the conference was great, great feedback. So cool to finally interview him on stage, so it's been a day. I'm getting a little bit tired, but again, so grateful, so much fun. So a couple hours now and get it.
You make it look easy.
I know my shot.
The night is over, it's been great. I'm gonna jump in an Uber, get some sleep, and tomorrow morning it's a new event with Gary. It's been great, and thank you for all the nice comments.